Hey, this is Liam again at Tone. So what I wanted to do was dissect the search engine results page. If you're not familiar with words such as paid search and non-paid search, then hopefully this video will help you become familiar with that kind of thing. And I hope also it'll give you the ideas that you need about producing great content, because at the end of the day, Google loves great content, and the more you produce of it, the more you can try and dominate the real estate on the search engine results page. So again, you can not play along with this, but if you run a Google search for Darth Vader, you'll start to see what I mean. So I'll explain how, as I go, what each part of the search engine results page means, and then hopefully that'll give you some ideas and inspiration as to how you can appear in everywhere. So we'll start with paid search. So no doubt you'll have seen the paid for ads at the top and the right of Google search. They're generally shaded in a light orange sort of colour, and if you're running a small business or a medium-sized business, large business, you probably have no doubt come across Google AdWords, and you've probably tested it to some degree, and you've either had a lot of success or it's not really worked for you, and you've just kind of gone, yeah, well, you know, I've invested a little bit, I'm not going to invest anymore, thanks very much. So I mean, as a buy point, paid search can be really good, really excellent, but it's got to be done well, and it's got to be managed well, and you've just got to be on it and be testing and measuring all the time. But we'll do that in another post. So for the purposes of this post, we'll just explain the particular areas of the SERPs. So you got paid search up there, so that's solely operated by Google AdWords. So it's Google search, i.e. Google Ads. If you're on Bing, you can advertise on Microsoft Ads Network. The same with Yahoo as well, although now the two search engines are combined. So I think they're managed from the same ad management center. So green here is non-paid. So these are the earned positions. So when Google deploys its spiders to go and crawl the web, what it brings back is an index of results, and every time somebody hits that search, it says, right, which are the most relevant 10 pages for this first page? So the most relevant 10 pages that match that person's query. And it brings them up there. So that's earned positions. So there's 10 of those generally, and then dotted in between those are what's called universal search. So you'll have, again, no doubt seen this before. You've got news, images, shopping, places, and video. So I'll run through each one of those in a little bit more detail. News. So Google News operates a 24/7 news service that goes away and searches the web for news, pulls it back in. So it looks for BBC, ITV News, ITN, all that kind of stuff, as well as the US ones, of course. But you can get in there. You can get featured in Google News by submitting to, and there's lots of services out there, we do it for our clients, that submit your press releases to the wire, as it's known. So the PR wire, and that's submitted throughout the web, and it gets into Google News because it's a trusted news resource, the person that you're sending that out from. And again, we can give you some guidance on that if you want. It's a relatively inexpensive service, and it does get you featured in those areas. So let's say you had, let's say you're a local business selling Darth Vader figures. You could put out a press release about the fact that you are selling them, that it's coming up to some centenary or something like that. I'm not a Star Wars fan, so forgive me there, Star Wars fans. You could be putting out lots of images, so you could have loads of images on your website, so that when someone goes to Google Images, or whenever it's shown in here, you could have the images shown within the search results itself. Shopping, because you're a local business, because you're online, because you're probably going to be utilising e-commerce, you could be appearing in here as well. You've got to sign up to that, but it's actually free, Google product search, but it's a little bit tricky to get set up, but once you do it, it's unbelievably powerful, because the amount of people that will go, right, Darth Vader figure, for example, bang, straight through, and often these links here with the little searches, with little images and the prices and things like that, go straight through to your product page for that particular product. So straight in, and it's free, you know, so why not do it, right? Places. So again, you'll have probably seen more and more now. You've got here, if it's a local places search, so Darth Vader figures, I'm going to say Burnley because that's where we are. Darth Vader figures Burnley. You'll often see a places map here with kind of maybe toy stores in here, a bit more information about them, ratings as well, and I'll go on to Google Places optimization soon, but there'll also be a map there. So again, you can feature in there. You just got to submit yourself to that, optimize that listing a little bit. Again, there's other videos on the site that will show you how to do that, but you want to be in there. Places, as I say, videos, so go on YouTube, why not say, right, well, here is the latest Darth Vader figurines, it works like this, this and this, and you'd be surprised the amount of people that view this stuff. I know for when I was looking to purchase this actual video camera that I'm looking at now, what I did was go on YouTube and I was looking at people reviewing it and saying, right, well, this is the test of this particular camera, and you can quickly see then whether it's the right product for you or not, and you'd be amazed at the amount of people that are doing this online. There's full websites that all they do is video review products, from pens to big screen TVs or whatever, but yeah, that's another one. So that's it. So if you wanted to, you could dominate the whole real estate that you've got available to you there. It takes a lot of work and it takes a little bit of guidance, which is where we can probably come in and help. So drop us an email by all means and we can speak to you about how we can manage this on your behalf. But what I'm saying is, if you're producing great content and generally outputting a lot, most businesses are quite insular and they'll say, right, well, you come to me sort of thing. They'll have a contact form on the website and that's about it. But often it's nowadays especially, it's about pushing out content to other places and hoping that that results in visitors coming back in. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope that explains that. And next time you're looking for a Darth Vader figurine, maybe you'll run that search. So thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.